How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I am your host, FaZe Crypto, and today we will be discussing some recent developments that have happened with Cardano Shelly Network test runs successful. So this article goes on to say the Cardano Shelly network test runs have been successfully completed. The ecosystem is one of the most active blockchain-based platforms. It has been keen on infrastructure development to meet the user demands now and in the future, which I think is interesting. I mean, we'll get back to that article in a minute. We've got Bitcoin at $8,890 at the current time of making this video, but I think that this article does have an interesting point to make about infrastructure, and I think that with the recent Bitcoin halving, all the culminating news that we've been seeing around the cryptocurrency space, this is sort of a good timing, with this sort of the Shelly network, and of course now it's successfully completed, and this quote right here is interesting. It does sort of sum up a lot of what we've been putting a lot of work on this channel, just talking about Cardano, and following along with many of these things. So it says the success of this test is a significant milestone, validating the ledger and consensus implementations of the team. The team added new annotated decoders in the Shelly ledger for blocks, block headers, and transactions. They also added stake pool relays and made the active slot coefficient global constant rather than protocol parameter. And it's definitely interesting now moving towards Cardano's Shelly network and phases. So I mean, we are looking forward to seeing some pretty interesting things. I think Cardano is one of the most exciting altcoins to out there. And I think that the potential to see Cardano as a top 5 cryptocurrency definitely makes sense. I mean, of course, looking at something like Bitcoin and what's going on currently, presently with the cryptocurrency space, it is interesting to see how, Bitcoin was, of course, digital gold, the introduction of the cryptocurrency and blockchain. And then, of course, we saw built on top of that Ethereum, which does, in fact, build upon the foundation, the groundwork that's there. But I think Cardano is the logical next step, in the cryptocurrency narrative. And I think historically Cardano will be remembered in that sort of slot. And of course, just price action that we're currently seeing aside, it is interesting though. Charles Hodgkinson, talking about the global health sort of situation that we see with the launch of Shelly inching closer. The time has come to kickstart the marketing efforts around Cardano. Hodgkinson, the CEO of IOHK, said that the philosophical debates around government intervention shows that Cardano's marketing will have to focus on the technology's long-term potential, which is reinventing society rather than just immediate value proposition. So I mean, there is a big goal. I mean, Cardano, it does sort of represent sort of like a next generation technology, and I think that it is coming around perfectly, with the whole paradigm shift, that the societal shift, and all the different aspects there included, and it is interesting just to see how the evolution of a lot of these different characteristics of not only functionality but the actual application of these things. So this article says, aside from the economic and health impact, the ongoing pandemic has forced many to have a deep philosophical debate about the extent of centralized governing. And I think that it is interesting, with these. Crypto is definitely on people's minds. Now the conversation about decentralization and all the related topics that we see happening and developing in that sort of wave of thing. Bitcoiners have a message for Warren Buffett. And this is interesting too. Warren Buffett, among Berkshire Hathaway's jaw-dropping 50 billion loss. So Berkshire Hathaway, the giant conglomerate holdings firm headed by Warren Buffett, has been the latest company to witness a massive decline in its stock prices as a result of the sort of pandemic that has been wiping a lot of businesses into off the map. It's interesting to see. Bitcoiners want Warren Buffett to buy in on Bitcoin now, which is kind of funny. This tweet by Ivan on Tech was kind of interesting as well, along those similar lines. But it will be interesting just to see how we see the evolution towards the new internet, and a lot of these other related aspects of the whole scheme. And I think that Cardano is looking bullish in that respect, and it will be interesting just to see how many of these different culminating aspects can sort of build on top of one another. And what we'll see as a result of that will, only time will tell. I mean, there's many different layers to it. Of course, when it comes to regulations and all these other nitty gritty sort of things that are so interconnected, and will certainly be writing the game plan. As things continue to move forward, and we see the different aspects of the cryptocurrency space really coming into their own. But all that being said, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. I think that it has been interesting. We've been able to cover some important topics about cryptocurrency, and the stuff that's been happening. Whether you like it or not, it's impossible to ignore. So I think this will be a good contribution to our discussion. So make sure that you guys comment down below and let us know what you guys think. Now, of course, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. I'm not your dad. I'm not your financial advisor. You have to make your own decisions in this space. It is high risk, high volatility stuff. This article I found interesting right here. Bitcoin hasn't done this since 2015, before the very big bull run. The price of Bitcoin, the top ranked cryptocurrency, currently sits around 9,000 after last week's impressive 20% rally in a single day. With the halving now less than 2 weeks away, it might seem like a no-brainer to go long on Bitcoin to catch the next explosive move. However, there is one chart view that suggests we may have topped out, and that is what we'll start with. If you zoom, if in doubt, zoom out. In weeks analysis, we saw. I'll let you guys go and check out this article. It's sort of technical analysis stuff. I'm saving my technical analysis videos for the live stream. So if you guys are interested, make sure that you tune in to the live stream, and we can talk shop all you want for the and as thanks everybody who has been tuning into the live streams. It has been pretty interesting. So Bitcoin IRA publishes gold touting ebook. This is funny. Interesting, a little human interest piece. And yeah, so especially while we've seen Bitcoin's price, it did hit the 9K briefly, and then it's subsequently finds itself as of currently at the 8,800 range. Hollow up 44.16%. Definitely interesting. But yeah, all that being said, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure that you comment down below and let us know what you think, feel, and predict about the things that are going to be occurring in these next few weeks. With the halving coming around, it will be interesting. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. It's not Mother's Day yet, but it is the season. It seems like every holiday that we get, there has to be a whole season revolving around it. But yeah, let us know what part of the world you are watching from, comment that country, and see if we can get this community building. Share this video with a friend, and always subscribe, and have a good one.